come out. So we wanted to bring in our next guest to talk a little bit about what could potentially be happening legally, what could be happening. They detain a person of interest, Josh, and then they question this person and they let this person go. Talk a little bit about what detain means.
Yeah, so detain is different than an arrest. When you detain somebody, you need to have what's called reasonable suspicion, and it's a little bit less than a probable cause is what you need for an arrest. So if I give an example, let's say you have a cookie jar, and you have you walk downstairs with your wife, and you see a bunch of cookies on the ground, and you have 2 kids and 2 dogs, and you know that one of the 4 took the cookies.
Okay.
That's reasonable suspicion.
Okay.
Now, probable cause would be, okay, you come back downstairs, but you only have a 7-year-old son and a 2-year-old daughter. And you come downstairs and you see all the cookies on the ground, and you know that your son has done this before in the same exact manner, but you don't know for certain. But it gives you probable cause to talk to him and read him his Miranda rights.
Gotcha. So the guy basically talked to the media right after, basically saying, I have no idea who Savannah Guthrie is. I don't know what the Today Show is. I've never had any interaction with the Guthrie family. I mean, legally speaking, do you think it was smart for him to talk right after the media, basically saying, look, it wasn't me. I have no idea who these people are or what was going on?
Because whoever detained him, Pinal County Sheriff's Office or FBI, never put his name out. So he is the one who came forward and said it was me.
Well, I think that the media, as savvy as they are, would have found out who he is anyway. There's media camped around the entire city of Tucson right now. And I think that if you're clearly innocent, it may be better to get ahead of the story. Because if you don't, the public perception is going to be, well, what is this guy hiding?
Sure.
So I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, unless he does have something that he's hiding.
Yeah. Josh, you mentioned something I think is so interesting to point out. It has been 1 week since we have heard anything from any officials, from the FBI or from the Pima County Sheriff's Office. If you look on Twitter, you look on Facebook, you look on any social media, there are just
countless number of videos.
Well, people are kind of jumping to conclusions.
Sure.
I saw something. It was at next to Annie Guthrie's house. They're like, look at this person. They are moving boxes from inside their house to outside. It's like, what if they're just moving? What if they're doing spring cleaning? Like, I feel like it's kind of at a fever pitch where I feel like maybe they need to come in and say, look, this is what we're still working on. This is who we've ruled out. What do you think?
We also, if I can add to that, have a lot of those people on social media saying it's not adding up.
Exactly. And, I think that you kind of have to look at what's happened in historical context. So, there have been a number of what's called KNR kidnappings. That's kidnapping and ransom situations over the last century. You have one group, which is purely based on a motive for money. And that would include Frank Sinatra Jr., the Getty family, and the Lindenberg baby. And in those 3 situations, it was formulaic, where the kidnappers contacted directly the family, and they were able to build up rapport and exchange money for the hostage. Then you have the other situation, which is done either for ideology or for a spectacle. And I think of JonBenet Ramsey. The JonBenet Ramsey case, you had a note that really took the attention away from everything, and it was the spectacle itself. And here you have 2 notes that were sent to not the family, but the media. And you have to ask yourself, well, why would they do that? Well, they want it in the media. They want that to be the story. It doesn't follow the formula of being purely monetary based. Now, I know another thing to point out is that, the first 10 days, everybody was certain this was a professional job. And then everything changed when we saw the video of that doofus-looking guy who seemed like he was a caricature, almost like a parody. And the issue I have with it is this. If we really do believe that it was a professional job, and there's a lot of reasons to think that. They didn't leave any evidence. They haven't been caught. It looks professional. Well, wouldn't it be in the professional's back pocket to try to deceive us by having some doofus-looking bad guy out there, make it look like he's not military, He's not this, he's not that. So it kind of narrows the investigation. If you're certain that it's not professional, you're going to stop looking at professional people. Also, why are we calling this a kidnapping? We don't know that she wasn't murdered in her house. When you call it kidnapping, you narrow the focus of your investigation. You're attributing motive when we don't know the motive. We have no idea whether she was actually kidnapped, whether the notes were real, or unfortunately, if she was